Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to Maths online class. Today we are completing this remaining unit of this chapter by two classes. One video is given for you in the morning, today morning, and the other is today afternoon. For avoiding the extending of video, then it is split into two classes. One is today morning and the other is today afternoon. So listen very carefully, and very much important portions are included in this class. So let us start. The first activity is chalk making. Children of class 4 made 484 chalks during the work experience fair. 4 packets of 100, 8 packets of 10 and 4 more. These are divided equally among 4 classes. How many chalks does each class get? Here, look here. Number of chalks 484. This can be split as 400 plus 80 plus 4. That 400 means 100, 4 packets of 100 and 8 packets of 10 and 4 others without packing. From the 4 packets of 100, each one get 1 packet. From the 4 packets of 100, each one get 1 packet. Therefore, 100. Then, from the 8 packets of 10, each one got 1. 10, 10, 10, 10. Then 4 of them are remaining. Therefore, distribute 1 more for each. Therefore, each one get 2 packets of 10. And the remaining 4 is distributed 1 for each. Therefore, each class get 100 packets, 100 packets. So, 1 packet of 100 and 2 packets of 10 and 1 extra. That is 100 plus 20 plus 1, that is 121. That means packets of 100, 1. That is 100 numbers. Packets of 10, 2. That is 20 numbers. Then packets of 1, 1. That means without packing. That is 1. Total 121. Then divide it as 400 plus 80 plus 4. 400 divided by 4, 100. 80 by 4, 20. 4 by 4, 1. Total 121. But the real division method is 484 divided by 4. That is 4. In 4 there are 1 4. That is 4 into 1, 4. That is remainder 0. That is 0. 4 minus 4, 0. Then the next number is 8. 4 2s are 8. Therefore, 4 into 2, 8. That is 8. Then there is nothing remaining. The next number is 4. In 4, 4 1s are 4. Therefore, there is no remaining. Then this is 121 is the answer. In this division method, 484, that is the number that is to be divided, is called a dividend. And which number is to be divided? Which number is to be divided is called dividend. And which number is used for division? That is 4. This is called divisor. And the answer got is called quotient. The answer got is called quotient. The number which is to be divided, then that number is called dividend. Here 484 is the dividend. The number which is dividing, that number is called divisor. That means which number is used for division, that is called divisor, and here 4 is the divisor. The answer we get is called quotient. That is 121 is the quotient. Packets of So that is the next question. The next activity, Rija and 4 friends bought beads to make necklace. Beads are sold in packets of 100 or 10. They bought 6 of each. How is it divided among the 5? They bought 2 boxes. One box containing 100 packets and the other box containing 10 packets. They bought 6 of each. 6 packets of 100 and 6 packets of 10. Then that is to be divided among 5 people. How is this divided? Then packets of 100 is 6. Then packets of 10 is also 6. They are equal in number. From the 6 packets of 100, distributed 1 packet for each. In 5 students, there are 5 students. From the 6 packets of 100, distributed 1 packet for each. Then at last 1 is remaining. 1 packet of 100 is remaining. In the remaining packet, how many beads are there? 100 beads are there. So we packed these 100 beads into packets of 10. 1 packet containing 10 beads. That is 10 packets are made. Then how many 10 packets are now? Already 6 packets of 10 are with them. Now 10 packets are joined. Therefore totally 16 packets of 10 beads are there. Among the 16 packets, they distributed 3 for each. Among the 16 packets of 10 beads, they distributed 3 for each. So, each one get 3 packets of 10. Already they got 1 packets of 100 and now 3 packets of 10. Then how much is remaining? 1 packet from the 16 packets, 15 packets are availed. Therefore 1 packet is remaining. Then in the remaining 1 packet there are 10 beads. They distributed it 2 for each. 2 into 5, 10. Therefore each one get 1 packets of 100 and 3 packets of 10 and extra 2. That is 100 plus 30 plus 2. That is 132. That means 1 packet of 100, 100. 3 packets of 10, 30. Without packets, 2. Total 132. Then 6 packets of 100 is 600. Another method. 6 packets of 10, 60. Total is 660. 660 can be 660 equal to 600 plus 60. Divide it separately. 600 by 500. Then remaining 100 plus 60, 160. In 160 there are 30 5s, that is 150. Remaining 10. In 10 there are 2 5s, that is 0. Here the actual division method is 660 divided by 5. From 6 there are 5 into 1, 5. Remainder 1. The next digit is 6. 16. In 16, 5 3s are 15. Therefore remaining 1. The next digit comes 10. From 10, 2 5s are 10. Remainder is 0. Here take each number and dividing by 5. When a remainder comes, then that is added to the next digit. That is the real division. Here is a side work. Find without dividing. Find without dividing. That is 72 by 4. That is 18. 76 by 4. That is 19. 68 divided by 4. 17. 64 divided by 4, 16. 80 divided by 4, 20. Here, 72 divided by 4 is 18. 76 is 4 more than 72. Therefore, in the division, 1 4 is adding. Therefore, here add 1 to the quotient. Then, 68. 72 minus 4 is 68. Then 1 4s are decreasing. Therefore, here also in 1 is decreasing in the quotient. Then 64. 68 minus 4 is 64. Here 1 4 is less. Therefore, here also 1 is decreasing. That is 70 minus 1, 16. Then 80 divided by 4. 76 plus 4 is equal to 80. 1 4s are increasing. Therefore, here in quotient 1 is increasing, that is 20. The next activity, an LP school uses 6 kilograms of mung for lunch. 135 kilograms of mung were bought. For how many days will it last? Mung used in one day 6 kilogram. Total mung bought 135. Here we want to find how many sixes are in 135. That means how many sixes join to form 135. For that, divide 135 by 6. When we divide 135 by 6, we get 22. That is, 135 kilogram of sugar is enough for 22 days. Then what is remaining? Then 3 is remaining. The number that comes as balance is called the remainder. The number that comes as the balance is called the remainder. Here, what is the remainder? 3. 3 kilogram of mung is remaining from 135 kilogram of mung. They bought 135 kilogram of mung. Then divide that 135 for 6 packets. Then there are 22 packets are there. They use 1 packet for each day. Therefore, 22 days this mug can be used and 3 kilogram is remaining. And the number remaining is called a remainder. That is, from 135 we can take 22 sixes. That means using 135 kilogram mug, we can use it 22 days. But it also remains 3 kilogram of 135 kilogram is enough for 22 days. Here, in this division, we can take 6 from, we cannot take here 1 divided by 6. But we can't take 6 from 1. I have 1 sweet in my hand. Then how will you divide it into 6 people? That is not possible. That means from 1 we cannot take 6. So we consider the next digit 3 and join to form 13. From 13, 2 sixes are taken. That is 2 6 are 20 in 12. The remaining is 1. Then the next digit comes 15. In 15 there are 2 sixes, that is 15, remaining 3. But this type we consider the next digit only in the first number also. That first number only. In this division we can't take 6 from 1. So we take the next digit also. But this method can be used only in the starting part of division. But this is occur in the middle of a number. We can't take the next digit with the first digit. It can be explained later. The next is, how do we split 624 into 6 equal parts? 624 is divided into 6 equal parts. That is, for dividing 6 equal parts, divide 624 by 6. 624 is equal to 600 plus 20 plus 4. Split as 600 plus 20 plus 4. 600 by 6 is equal to 100. Then take 20 plus 4, 24 as 1. Then consider it also consider it as a one number, that is 20 plus 4 is equal to 24. 24 by 6, that is equal to 4. So 624 is divided by 6 is equal to 600 divided by 6 plus 24 divided by 6. That is 600 by 600 and 24 divided by 6 4, join to form 104. Division method, 600 plus 24, 600 by 600, remainder 0, 24 by 6 4, remainder 0. The actual division is 624 divided by 6. First take 6. There are 1 6 in 6. 6 minus 6, 0. Again, the next digit is 2, but we can't take 6 from 2. Then what we do? Put a 0 in the quotient and then consider the next digit with the 2. Put a 0 in the quotient and then only we consider the next digit with the 2. Next digit is 4, 22 and 4, 24. How many 6's are in 24? 4 6's. That is 6 into 4, 24, remainder 0. The answer is 104. Here, first digit is 6 and from 6 we can take 6 as one time. Then remains 0. Take the next digit 2, but we can't take no 6 from 2. So, in this case, 2 is in the middle number. Then put a 0 in the quotient and then consider the next digit. If a number for taking the next digit with the first in the starting only, in the middle put a 0 in the quotient. That is very important when you follow the maths in your life. When you follow maths in your life, then this is very important. This time you may write as incorrect 6 divided by 6, that is 1, 6 0, 2, that is not possible. Take the other number 24 and how many 6's are in 24? 4 6's are in 24. Therefore put 4 in the quotient and the remainder is 0. Your answer is 14. That is not correct. The correct answer is 104. Look at example. Here is the number 216. First we divide 216 by 3. First number is 2. But we can't take 3 from 2. Then 2 is in the first place. Therefore, we consider the next digit with 2. That is 21. And in 21, 3 into 7 is equal to 21. Remainder 0. The next digit is 6. 3 into 2 6 and remainder is 0. Here 2 is in the first place. Therefore, we can, if the division is not possible, we can consider the next digit also. But in the case of 216 divided by 2, 2 divided by 2, that is 2 divided by 2. In 2 there are 1 2's. Therefore 2 into 1, 2. That is remainder 0. The next digit 1. But we can't take 2 from 1. Then put a 0 in the quotient and then consider the next digit with 2. With 1, that is 16. In 16, there are 8 2's. That is 8 into 2 is equal to 16. Remainder 0. This is very important. Then, the next question is 480 can be divided by 4. 480 can be split as 400 plus 80. 400 by 4, 100. 80 by 4, 20. 480 by 4 equal to 400 divided by 4 plus 80 divided by 4. That is equal to 100 plus 20, 120. But the real division is 480 divided by 4. It's equal to 4 divided by 4. That is 4 divided by 4. 4 into 1, 4, remainder 0. Then the next digit is 8. 4 2's are 8, then remainder is 0. But there is the last one digit 0. This 0 should be added to the quotient. That is 120 is the answer, not 12. We cannot ignore this 0. Put that 0 in the quotient. 0 is in the last digit and there is no other number after 0, then there is remainder is also 0. Therefore, put the 0 to the quotient. Then on the other hand, 70, on the other hand question, that is 56 by 7 is equal to 56 by 7 is equal to 8. Then 8 into 7 is equal to 56. That means if 56 is divided by 7, we get 8. Then 8 into C must be 56. Also 72 by 8 is equal to 9. Then 9 into 8 must be 72. That means dividend by divisor is equal to quotient. Then divisor into quotient must be the dividend. Then the next example, 36 by 5 is equal to 7 and the quotient is 7 and there is a remainder 1. So how will you find the number? 7 into 5 plus 1 is the number. Another example, 45 by 6 is equal to 7 is the quotient and the remainder 3. Then which is to find, how will you find that number? 7 into 6 plus 3. That means dividend by divisor is equal to quotient and there exists a remainder. Then quotient into divisor plus remainder is the dividend. Quotient into divisor plus remainder is the dividend. That means if we multiply quotient with the divisor and then add the remainder, we get the dividend. Then in the calculation, 5 into 4 plus 7 is equal to 27. What is the remainder? Here we add 7 to the product. Therefore, 7 is the remainder. It is very easy to understand. The remainder is 7. The number which is added to the product of quotient and the divisor is in the calculation. Then 5 is the quotient, 4 is the divisor and 7 is the remainder and 27 is the dividend. Then digit sum. From this portion, we are going to study the easy method of division of 9 and other numbers. Complete the table on dividing by 9. There are so many numbers. Then when we divide this number by 9, the given quotients are there and the remainder and the digit sum. Look here. Here 34 is the number. 34 divided by 9 is quotient 3 and remainder 7. What is the sum of the digits 3 plus 4? That is the remainder. Then 42 divided by 9 gives 4 is the quotient and 6 is the remainder. 4 plus 2 is the sum of the digits, that is the remainder. Then 128 divided by 9, 14 is the quotient and 2 is the remainder. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 8, 11. This is a 2-digit number. Then again add the digits. That is 1 plus 1, that is 2. Add when we get a single digit. Then 5 plus 7, 57. 5 plus 7, 12. 12, 1 plus 2, 3. Then 3 is the remainder. Like that. That means when we divide a number by 9, then the remainder is the sum of the digits of that number or the dividend. When we divide a number by 9, then the sum of the digits in the dividend is the remainder. When we divide any number by 9, if the sum of the digits of the dividend is 9, then there is no remainder or that number is fully divisible by 9. But if the sum of the digit is less than 9, then that sum is the remainder in that division. then that remainder is the remainder in the division. In മലയാളം ഒരു സംഖ്യയെ 9 കൊണ്ട് ഹരിക്കുമ്പോൾ ശിഷ്ടം വരികയോ എത്ര വരും എന്നറിയുന്നതിന് ആദ്യം ആ സംഖ്യയിലെ ഡിജിറ്റ്സിൻ്റെ സം നോക്കുക. ഈ നമ്പേഴ്സിൻ്റെ ആ തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ഏതാ ഡിവിഡൻ്റായി തരുന്ന സംഖ്യയിലെ സം ഓഫ് ദ ഡിജിറ്റ്സ് നോക്കുക. സം ഓഫ് ദ ഡിജിറ്റ്സ് ഒരു 1 ഡിജിറ്റ് നമ്പർ വരെ നമ്മൾ ആഡ് ചെയ്യണം. സം ഓഫ് ദ ഡിജിറ്റ് 9 ആണെങ്കിൽ റിമൈൻഡർ ഇല്ല. ദാറ്റ് നമ്പർ ഈസ് ഫുള്ളി ഡിവിസിബിൾ ബൈ 9. 9നേക്കാൾ കുറവായ സംഖ്യയാണ് സം ഓഫ് ദ ഡിജിറ്റ് ആയിട്ട് കിട്ടുന്നതെങ്കിൽ ആ കിട്ടുന്ന സംഖ്യയായിരിക്കും ആ സംഖ്യയെ 9 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴുള്ള റിമൈൻഡർ. ഓക്കെ. But if the sum of the digits of that number is less than 9, then that sum is the remainder on that addition. It is very easy to understand about the division of 9. Then what do you see? 7 into 1, 7. 7 divided by 1, 7. 7 by 7 is equal to 1. 10 into 1 is equal to 10. 10 divided by 1 is equal to 10. 10 divided by 10 is equal to 1. Then what do you see? If a number is multiplied by 1, then the product is the number itself. Like that, if a number is divided by 1, then the quotient is also the same number. If a number is divided by the same number, we get 1 as the quotient. If a number is multiplied by 1, we get the number is the answer. If we divide the number by 1, then also that number is the answer. If we divide a number by that number itself, then 1 is the answer. Then there are 3 more questions. That is, first question is, what is the smallest 3-digit number giving no remainder on dividing by 3? Least or smallest 3-digit number is 100. 100 divided by 3 gives 33 as the quotient and remainder 1. Next number is 101. 101 divided by 3, that is 33, there is remainder 2. The next number is 102 divided by 3. 33 is the quotient and remainder is 0. Look here, in 102, what is the sum of the digits? 1 plus 0, 1. Plus 2, 3. 3. 3 is, if the sum of the digit is 3, then that number is fully divisible by 3. There is no remainder in the division. But when the sum of the digit is less than 3, then that number is not divisible by 3. The similarity of division of 9 can be seen here also. Then if the sum of the digits of 3, then that number is fully divisible by 3. If the sum of the digit is less than 3, then that sum is the remainder and that number is not divisible by 3. The smallest 3-digit number divisible by 3 is 102. Then the next question is, the milk society got 282 liters of milk one day. To fill it in 5-liter cans, how many cans are needed? How more liters of milk are needed to fill one more can? Total milk in the society 282 liters in one day. Amount of milk that one can fill is equal to 5 liters. Number of cans is equal to total 282 liters and one can contain 5 liters. Therefore, divided by 2, there is 56 cans can be. Then what is remaining? 2 liters of milk is remaining. Then if we add 3 liters of milk to that 2 liters, then 1 bottle also can be filled. Therefore, to fill 5 liters of 1 bottle, 3 liters of milk is needed. 56 can be used by 282 liters, and if 3 liters are to be added, then 1 can should be filled. Then the next question is, what are the numbers between 10 and 20 which don't leave a remainder on dividing by 2? The numbers in between 10 and 20 is the multiple of 6 itself. What are the multiples of 6 in between 10 and 20? 12 and 18. These are the numbers. Then Ramu has some sweets. When these were divided among 6 children, 5 were left. How many more does we need to share about left now? Ramu has 5 sweets in his hand. If we add one to that sweet, one more sweet, if we give one more sweet to Ramu, then he has 6 sweets in total. Then it can be distributed onto 6 friends of him. Okay. Then last question in this class is, if 12 lemons are shared equally by 2 children, how many would each get? 12, it is divided to 2, then gives 6. If 12 is divided by 4, then get 3. Here the quotient is same. Here the dividend is same, but the divisors are different. Therefore, quotient is also different. If the divisor is doubled, then the quotient is half. 2, here the dividend is 2. Here the dividend is 4, that is twice of 2. Here the quotient is 6 and here the quotient is 3. Therefore, if the dividend is doubled, then quotient becomes half. Half of 2. That is, 2 is half of 4, or 4 is double of 2. Therefore, the quotient becomes halved. Okay.